Hello, friends, and welcome to the first episode of something which I am already regretting. This is Some Idiot Reads Awful Fanfiction. I am some idiot. Tonight's story is Staying Sane in Peaceful World by tranhdxrbntd. Oh boy. Tagged with gore, dark, comedy, crossover, adventure, alternate universe, and human. Whew! Okay! Let's get into the description. Like his friends, Tran isn't normal by any standards whatsoever, but as he would say, normal is boring. That's a run-on sentence is the first thing that people will see when reading the story. Him, along with his friends, were summoned to Canterlot Equestria by Celestia because of one simple concept Tran and his friends excelled in: war, violence, and combat, which is three simple concepts in another run-on sentence. Despite being mere teens, the lot of them are far more experienced in the Royal Guard due to living in a post-apocalyptic, zombie-ridden Earth. Despite suffering from vast mental problems, the lot of them love chaos nearly as much as discord. What shenanigans will ensue? If you want to know a bit more about the story, move your mouse over the black censor bars to reveal what is underneath. One thing I want to get out, my writing skills aren't that good, as English is my second language. No. Don't expect Shakespeare-grade literature. This story is a self-insert with a me and a group of my friends. The difference between this self-insert and normal self-inserts, my friends and I are all extremely violent and skilled shooters, fighters, etc. Here's who we are. Tran, i.e. me. That is not a proper use of i.e., I think. I am very skilled in martial arts, firearms, and basically every other weapon in the universe. I basically know everything. Yeah. Book smarts and weapon-wise. In this story, I will point out a lot of things about what most bronies think, then disprove it. I am ungodly violent, ungodly insane, and full of bloodlust. Doesn't help that I'm also the most abnormal. Nick, ungodly strong. He knows everything, except for adjectives that aren't ungodly. He is able to lift 5 people easily. Good with all rifles, insane and violent, decent weapons knowledge. Even though he is good with all rifles, I would say that's a little bit better than decent. I shoot guns myself. I'm not good with all rifles. I literally can't shoot a 30-06 to save my life. Anyway. Andy, a troll and an idiot with weapons. The later is a complete understatement. Random and sheer stupidity when it comes to something other than book smarts. Whew. Ike, probably the most normal of the group, though still very violent and somewhat insane. Very skilled with blades, and normally skilled with guns. Normal intelligence, and decent weapons knowledge. Chapter 0. How it all began. Oh my god, there's 447,000 words. We'll see how long I get into Chapter 1 before I give up. How it all began. Gunfire. Okay, you can do this. So much gunfire. It was basically the only thing that you could hear. Heck, I had trouble listening to my thoughts. My thoughts, of course, being populated entirely by cliches. Anyways, the gunfire was an unfortunate necessity, as we had just appeared in the middle of Canterlot, after we finished raiding a military base, during a zombie apocalypse. Now that is not something that happens to people on a normal day basis. Okay, so, it is actually impossible to offer constructive criticism for this because this cannot be saved. It's gone. It's dead. Anyway, XXX. School had just oh wait, did I read this part? No, I did not. Maybe I should start with how this started. It would make more sense that way. School had just ended, and I was walking up to some of my friends and my younger brother. Hey guys, I said while approaching them, not using a paragraph break. Tran, 3 of my friends called out. In front of me, 5 of my friends stood. 2 of my friends don't give a shit about me. Their names were Elijah, Nick, Ike, David, and Austin. Along with the 5 of them, my brother, Andy, stood with them. Hi, Tran. Andy's been acting weird, Elijah said. I stared blankly at him. That is standard Andy. Something bad is going to happen, Andy said. What? It's, with no space, a Tuesday right after school. What could possibly go wrong? Almost immediately after those 6 words left Elijah's mouth, Elijah, Austin, and I were tackled down by 3 people. These 3 people had actually been standing right next to us the entire time with sacks to stuff us in. But we didn't notice because we were all high. Duma, motherfucker, brackets, feet, and me's. Oh, get them off me, I said, while holding the man while he was trying to bite me. Nick tore the person off me and threw him onto the pavement. I watched as the man was sent flying and cracked his neck against the same pavement. I ran over to the guy on top of Elijah and pushed the guy off with a good kick before stepping on his neck, pinning him to the ground. I copied my actions to the other guy on David. Unfortunately, the 2 of us were too late, and both Elijah and David had suffered bites to the neck and died instantly without any blood loss or other kind of injuries that would be lethal. You do realize that, okay, even if someone does like bite at your entire jugular, you're gonna be conscious for maybe 10 seconds. Probably. I'm not a medical doctor, but you're just losing blood fast, right? And you can, even if, you can still, you're gonna die anyway, but you wouldn't have died immediately. I'm not a medical doctor, again, but, I've bled before, and you don't just bleed a little bit and then die. It's actually not how that works. I looked down at the man pinned under my foot. He was thrashing heavily with his arms and legs, trying to get out of the pin, even though... Oh no, okay, never mind. His mouth was not only bleeding from his mouth, but the Department of Redundancy Department had shot him in the face by shooting him in the face. From the obvious attack on my friend, but now seemed to ooze blood from their body. Zombies? Ike said, completely uncaring that 2 of his friends just died. Attacked us and bit David and Elijah. Probably, I said, also not caring that 2 of my friends just died. Then where should we head to? Austin asked, not caring at all that 2 of his friends just died. Everyone looked at me. My place it is. First, we gotta go to the PE room. Baseball bats are good weapons, I said. Why are we heading to Trans? Austin asked. I collect weapons for fun, I replied. Whew, okay. We made our way to the PE room without trouble from zombies. When we were 20 yards away from the PE room, we saw around 20 or so zombies. We got to the PE room without trouble from zombies, but when we were 20 yards away, we saw 20 or so zombies. Since we had no weapons and only our hands, we dashed behind the wall, which is somewhere, to formulate to distract those zombies so we can get bats. While somebody distracts the zombies, we'll get baseball bats. I'll do it. You guys will have to survive without me, Austin said. Selflessly sacrificing himself, I guess. We all gave her a look before he ran the opposite direction of us while taunting the zombies. In the PE room, we borrowed, stolen, as Andy would say while fake coughing, baseball bats for each of us, and I had noticed Andy leave a paper IOU to which I smacked him upside the head for. Okay, so this guy has paper and is leaving an IOU. Maybe he had it in his backpack? Do they still have their backpacks? Where is this PE room? Like, is it similar in location to where they were before? Is it close to the entrance to the school? It took us a while, but we eventually made our way to my home, which was across 3 Atlantic Oceans for all I know. The bats indeed did make good weapons, and we encountered very little trouble. At most, we had a few zombies to deal with. We were all also completely stoic. The first thing I noticed when I was home was my dad's car, which was covered in blood. This is not an unusual occurrence. My dad's car is often covered in blood. I proceeded to open the front door with my house keys. As fast as I could, I swung the door open immediately and saw my dad eating my mom, who was on the ground not moving because their sex life was completely dead after 10 years of marriage. I bought my baseball bat down on my dad's skull and then bashed my mom's head in for daring to participate in something that wasn't. What is the phrase? I'm totally forgetting this. Wow, my joke just got completely ruined. Consensual married sex in the missionary position for the sole purpose of procreation. That. Tran, I'm sorry you had to, Ike began, no doubt finishing your sentence with seeing your dad eating your mom, until he was interrupted by me. It's fine. I hated my parents anyways. Board up the windows, I'll go gather my weapons, I said. I went to the garage and took out some planks, nails, and hammers. Here. We're going to make a fort. As they started to reinforce the home, I started collecting the weapons from various places in my home. Dash X, dash X, dash X. From there, we waited a week for the chaos of the zombie apocalypse to pass before heading outside. Somehow, we had food and water and all those other things that you, need to live. Like, that just was something that we had, I guess. Anyway, we're heading outside because we knew that there would be people raiding, riots, random killing, and zombies. Lots and lots of zombies. These kids are omnipotent. After the chaos, we survived for the next year. Jesus. This thing is faster paced than Sonic the Hedgehog. We just went outside for supply runs, zombie killing missions, or going off to kill thieves. For some reason, Austin also never made it back. In that 1 year, we were able to make new weapons out of scrapped objects and found new ones. All was well. Until one strange day. We are running out of ammo again, guys, Ike stated. Damn, get the city map so I can check for stores. Which, I mean, they've been here for a year. Like, half the supply... Okay. I checked the map for any good supply source. Okay, we've hit every possible minor area that has ammunition, so maybe we should head for a major location. Like Walmart. God bless Walmart. How about here? Austin said while pointing to a sun splash. That's a sun splash. I know. Ow! Andy replied while getting slapped on the back of the head for probably the billionth time. Okay, so let's find this. Let's assume it takes about 1/2 a second to slap Andy outside the head, and then 1 billion... 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That is roughly 500 million seconds in hours, meaning that he has spent... Oh, wow, in hours is way too big of a number. This guy has spent roughly 15 years getting slapped in the head. Now, I know that this is just an exaggeration. Normally, I would know that at least, but I'm pretty sure this guy is so stupid he might actually not know what a billion is. It's a zombie apocalypse and probably the end of the world, and you're acting like an idiot. You act similarly, Andy said. Point taken. Hey guys, why don't we hit Luke Air Force Base? I checked the map. Yeah, that could work. It's a little far thought. Alright, get your gear and weapons. We're going to Luke Air Force Base, I said, while grabbing my V and War Air General Camouflaged Army BDU with Trans U.S. Army and the big red one on it. It belonged to a family member who was a member of the 1st Infantry Division. Okay, so they're going to go to an Air Force base, not knowing that that would have been the first place to be completely raided and taken out, or possibly still holding active military members, using apparently like 1 or 2 guns. They say it's just a little far. Let's see if this Luke Air Force Base is a real place. Okay, Luke Air Force Base is a real place. It's in the United States of America. And it's basically in the middle of a city. It's in Arizona, about 15 miles west of Phoenix, Arizona. Let's assume that this guy lives in Arizona. 15 miles on foot is going to take you a hell of a long time, especially when you're fighting off zombies the entire time. There's no way you could carry enough ammo, assuming even just like 1 zombie killed a minute, which is probably, well, I don't know. Zombie apocalypses are tricky because there's no real thing to benchmark it against. If there's very few zombies, sure, but then why do they need ammunition? The only reason why they would need to, go for this big of a trip for ammo, well then again, they're defending their base for a long time. Maybe they only do this once in a while. The point is I don't know as a reader because we skipped ahead a year and we don't know what's happening. We don't know what's psychologically affecting these people. Anyway, character bios. Oh god. Nick, aka Dmitry Domovoy, age 19. Height 5'7" inches, weight 275 pounds. This guy's a fat ass. I'm 6'2" and I don't even weigh 200. I am also skinny, but whatever. Weapons: a sledgehammer, chainsaw, standard survival knife, brass knuckles, and a .500 Smith & Wesson. Which is a very cool but completely impractical gun. Signature things: a hooded sweater jacket, and brass knuckles. Gear: football gear, clothes covered in duct tape, a lighter, and a satchel backpack hybrid. Possesses an iPod Touch with a solar charger and also glasses. Skills: boxing, low CQC skills, and low shooting skills. Main 6 characters' personality matches Fluttershy. But weaknesses. Oh god. Okay, no, I can't. I'm not doing this. Oh no, you know what? I will read his, because his is Tran, aka the Crazy Asian. That was actually my nickname in college. Age, 16, height, 5'11" inch, weight, 120 pounds. Dude. Wow. Weapons, a heavy kukri designed for chopping trees, not branches but actual logs, which you will not be able to make any use of because you're freaking 120. A cowboy-style Bowie knife, which is completely worthless because they're zombies. Like, you can't get blood on you. They're freaking... Never mind. An actual samurai sword from the 1400s, which is... Oh, boy. 80-pound recurve bow, 3 tactical throwing knives, lanyard, yes, a lanyard, the kind you hang around your neck with keys on it, with 40 attached keys. Yes, 40. Are you hitting someone with that? Why not just make a real mace? Whatever. A crude pivoting hidden blade, a hidden blade that shoots out, also crude, 2 boot knives, push dagger variants, 2 hidden daggers, 2 switchblades, and a .22 Walter PPK. Signature things, the gun we mentioned earlier, chewing gum, a polo, jungle camouflage pants, which is literally completely useless in Arizona, a fleece jacket, a sweater, and steel-toed combat boots. Gear, a chainmail shirt, okay, a gas mask, why? A tactical plate carrier with protective steel plates. I don't even know what that is. Clothes covered in duct tape. I feel like that would... I mean, maybe that'd be good against zombies to prevent bites or something, but that would also severely hinder your movement. So I don't really know. 4 pipe bombs. 2 soda cans filled with thermite. 2 padlocks. 2 pairs of needle-nose pliers. Bandages. Lighter. Salt packets. 3 rolls of duct tape. And a garrote, which is... Do zombies need to breathe? Possessions, iPod Touch with solar charger, a Rubik's Cube, watch, glasses, pencil, and a pen. Skills, martial arts, knife throwing abilities, advanced knife fighting, archery, really extreme shooting ability, lock picking, parkour, and League of Legends. Main 6 character whose personality matches all of the main 6. Wow. Description. Typical Asian, lives up to the stereotype of one. Being a weird, nerdy virgin. Very smart, enjoys parkour and martial arts, has a photographic memory, and enjoys the Rubik's Cube. One rather idiotic trait of Tran is, or ironic trait of Tran, is that he's 6 foot tall, unlike most Asians, even though it says 5'11", whatever, 1 inch. Before the apocalypse, he was always working and reading, and somehow got really good with every guns. Okay, I swear to God, this is verbatim. Next sentence is verbatim. When fighting me, you may as well give up so you don't die due to me knowing martial arts. In a fight, Tran will fight you with any weapon available, ranging from tonfas to hook swords to lanyards and shirts. Will ignore pain and emotion, as Tran is both a masochist and mentally ill, even before the zombie apocalypse. If he's a masochist, shouldn't he actively seek out pain, or at the very least get aroused by it? I could certainly see that not being so good in a fight. I mean, it's hard enough to do anything with a boner, much less kill people. Most of the time Tran is calm, but when he's not, he acts rather odd as he has ADHD. I have ADHD, diagnosed by an actual doctor. Acting rather odd is not what ADHD means. It's a very specific disorder. He has 3 black belts, but it is the most dangerous trait of Tran. His most dangerous trait is his intelligence. A photographic memory and boredom cause this intelligence. Not only that, but Tran is a gun nut. Tran is brony. Weaknesses. Tran, scrawny. Tran, scrawny, and weak. Also mentally ill. Caveman. Okay, I'm gonna cut this here and just export it, and then you guys can tell me if I should continue.